he comes to you and he says there is no service available, then you could condition to say he will bring those services in. Then you could proceed. So it puts you in the driver's seat in the development of expanding your municipality. And so this is the procedure that I felt that put you in that position.
Would we have to change?
Yeah, the initial petition is no cost. Anybody that can come in, there's no cost to do that. When they come in and then they make the presentation, says we'd like to bring our property into it, you'll look to staff and we'll study it and says, can we provide the adequate service at that time? If you say yes, it's reasonable, or they can condition it to say they'll expand it, then they can proceed. The next step, then there are fees involved and studies that have to be made, and where there's a general plan change, urban zone change, or pre-zoning. Those are all things that are in the normal planning process, and it'll come back to you for the final approval before it goes to LAFCO.
Would adopting these forms alone give us the control, or would we need to amend the city code?
I think these forms here give you the necessary control. Yeah.
When I was on Planning Commission, we had an annexation come before us. So the procedure now is they go directly to the Planning Commission?
No, it goes to the council. You make the decision whether you want to annex or not.
No, on this, but now, currently.
Then after that, it goes to the Planning Commission, and it goes through all the steps. It'll come back to you as a resolution to proceed to LAFCO, and then they file the necessary papers to LAFCO and pay that.
Yeah, I understand that's how you want it to be. I'm questioning because in the past, it just went to the Planning Commission first.
Exactly.
And in the new procedure, you would like it to come to the council first and then go back to the Planning Commission when they're ready to start actually planning something for the annexation.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, because I did think it was strange when I sat on the Planning Commission to have it come directly to the Planning Commission.
It's
because
Rogers.
we weren't prepared to give them whether or not we could service them.
I think that Roger's proposing this because the way that it's set up, you would be, putting money out there and, your ideas and things where it could come to this council and be denied. Whereas if you up front say this is what you'd like to do, then, it's at no cost to the applicant, and up front you can make that decision instead of going through all that other work and then coming to this stage, if that's correct.
Okay, one more question.
For a lot of grief.
For an annexation, do we need to be cognizant of whether or not we can serve them with our sewer and water? I mean, is the city council...
Well, that goes back to when the petition is made and they come to you, we have to do a cost analysis to see if we have the capacity and stuff, and our report is going to be there to show you, yes, we can provide service if we have the capacity. If we
so you would be doing work for free, though?
Yeah.
You and Matt would be doing some work for free for them in order to be for them to be able to come before the council, and you think that it's worthwhile for us to do that because it's more friendly to...
It puts you in the position where then you can make the decision, yeah, we don't have the ability to provide the water to you. We have the capacity, but we would request that you extend those water lines or sewer lines to it.
Yeah.
And that would be the condition of the annexation.
It sounds good, except for your free service that you're providing them, because you are providing them a free service, because you have to analyze whether or not.
But we're going to get it back.
You're going to get them back because the next step is to initiate a planning, an annexation. It's $5,000, and then a pre-zoning is $1,000, and an urban services area is there.
No, I understand that.
There's various loops that it'll recover that cost immediately.
Yeah, but there will be some that need to be turned down, and in that case, you did the work for free.
Well, I have to agree with you. I never understood why I went to the Planning Commission, because you go through all these gyrations, and then you come to the City Council, and we say, no, we don't want that, whatever. So this
Or
way,
we can't service that, yeah.
they come up here and they say, and we say, yes, we'd like that, or no, we don't want it, and then proceed from there. So we should be the first step in the process. And then Roger and I kind of talked about this, and I knew these forms were around, but I had no idea that, you know, I mean, he's got them in order here and everything like that,
And we will develop a packet. Matt and I put together a packet that when somebody comes in to make a request, we give them this packet and says, hey, this is the procedure. So it's spelled out. And then we'll do a little bar graph here that shows the steps that they have to do.
And are there other cities that are providing this service for free? Because essentially you are providing it, the two of you are providing a service for free for
It's pretty consistent. When I was with the City of Hollister, it was very same. It always started at the City Council level.
No, I understand that, but there was no fee at all for them at the City of Hollister either? Because there's staff time involved.
Yeah, staff time
That's my
involved,
only
yeah.
question.
I guess you could put a fee on it at
A minimal fee,
petition
I
level,
just,
yeah, if you
I just
wanted
wonder
to.
if we shouldn't.
Yeah,
When you receive a request, you pretty much know the area.
yes.
You pretty much know all the infrastructure that needs to be.
We know the
It's
capacities. And
probably
it's-
very minimal time to at
It's
least
not going to
get
be
it here.
a lengthy study. It's going to determine whether we can provide the adequate service of police, fire, water, sewer, and then the road system. And so
In the past, though, that wasn't the case, though. We got extensive bills from Bracewell just to decide whether or not we had the capacity. They did massive studies to decide whether we had the capacity for the last sphere of influence change.
That has been eliminated, substantially.
so
I'd like to see adopted procedure.
okay. Do we need to do this in the form of a motion or
I think
just recommendation?
My recommendation is that I need council consensus on the procedure for annexation.
So,
Looks good to me.
look good to you guys?
Yeah, I'm fine with
Okay. Certainly consensus says that again, you've done a wonderful job. And
More work for Roger
I
and
don't-
Matt.
Can address that.
does the revenue sharing agreement have to be in?
The revenue sharing
In
agreement will
place?
have to be in place
Before
prior
you can do
to
this?
LAFCO taking action.
Prior to LAFCO doing it?
Taking action.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Okay, comments. City Council, Jolene?
Just the one, the Rotary, I guess, is sponsoring this year's December 7th parade, and they have the application forms available if anybody wants to be in the parade December 7th.
Andy?
No, none.
Robert?
Good, thank you.
Mr. Ed? You're sorting all your papers? Okay, no comments?
Getting ready to go.
Okay.
Roger?
I have nothing to add. Roger?
Just to reiterate, Gil Solario invited us to a private tour of the new courthouse facility. I emailed him back and suggested some dates. He'll get back to us and I'll let the council know. And it's a great opportunity where he'll give you a private tour of the new facility.
Okay.
And just one other thing is Andy and I met with the school on the sharing of the school well. We've met, we have some talking points. We're going to continue dialogue with them, and then we'll be bringing that back to the council in the form of maybe some type of an agreement, and then we can commence on providing emergency service water to our distribution system.
Okay.
there's a holiday coming up, you might want to, Mr. Mayor, wish people a happy Thanksgiving, possibly.
Maybe we'll let Matt do it. Huh?
I thought he was going to have me wish him a happy birthday or something. I don't have it marked on my calendar.
Happy Turkey Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody have a nice Thanksgiving. And I want to say one thing. It was a pleasure meeting your mother the other night. Very nice lady. George, anything?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Me and Mark Zuniga are volunteering to work Thursday, the Thanksgiving, to give some of the other guys day off of Thanksgiving. So
For the fire
come by,
department.
we'll be at the firehouse and we'll be barbecuing a turkey.
Careful with that offer.
I would remind everybody, though, that the Marley Holte Thanksgiving dinner is scheduled for that day, and they do need volunteers, and unfortunately, it's going to be the last one they're going to have.
Maybe
So-
not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Oh, okay.
LULAC may take it over
Oh,
because Marley was very big in LULAC.
Okay.
So they're gearing up for that.
Yeah.
They
It's
don't
going
want
to
to
be
see it die.
Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving Day, yeah, and it's at St. Mary's? The dinner? Is that right?
I don't know. Sacred Heart maybe.
Or Sacred Heart, yeah.
At
yeah.
the multi-purpose
Yeah.
room there.
If you're,
O'Reilly Youth Center, I think they call
right,
it.
if you used to sit, don't have anything else to do, I'll adjourn the meeting. Well, I'm going to get through this one.